Morgan Freeman's iconic voice and calm presence have become symbols of wisdom, authority, and cinematic excellence. But the life behind the legend is far more complex than what the screen suggests. Fame, awards, and recognition did not arrive overnight. His journey is a testament to perseverance, patience, and an unwavering commitment to a dream, even when the world seemed unwelcoming. This story explores the resilience of a man who faced societal limitations, financial struggles, and repeated professional rejection, yet never surrendered his ambition. From a childhood in Mississippi to late-blooming stardom in Hollywood, Freeman's life demonstrates that true greatness is forged through endurance and quiet determination. His experiences reveal how setbacks can cultivate strength, insight, and authenticity, shaping not just a career, but a character that inspires generations. The life of Morgan Freeman is a story of struggle, hope, and the power of persistence. Childhood in Mississippi. Born in 1937 in Mississippi, Morgan Freeman grew up in a world marked by poverty and segregation, where opportunity for young black boys was limited and dreams often seemed unreachable. Stability was scarce, and he frequently moved between relatives' homes or cramped living spaces, learning early that adaptability was essential. Schools were underfunded, communities struggled, and societal expectations offered little encouragement. Yet, even in this environment, young Morgan nurtured a dream of acting, a dream that seemed distant but compelling enough to refuse being ignored. Observing the people and situations around him, he developed an early skill for reading emotions and understanding subtle human interactions. These formative experiences would later inform his craft. The hardship of his childhood instilled resilience, patience, and perspective, laying the groundwork for a life where success would not come easily, but would be earned through dedication, insight, and an unshakable belief in his own potential. First glimpse of acting. Freeman's first encounter with acting came through school plays, which offered him a rare space to explore creativity and self-expression. These early stages were modest, far from glamorous, yet they awakened a sense of belonging and purpose that contrasted sharply with the restrictions of his everyday life. Acting became a refuge and a way to connect with the world in a meaningful way. Despite the joy it brought, practical concerns dominated. Formal training was inaccessible, Hollywood connections non-existent, and survival took precedence. For a time, he set aside his passion to pursue stability. Yet the seed of acting persisted, quietly shaping his ambitions. Those moments on stage taught him discipline, presence, and the power of observation. They planted a lasting foundation, demonstrating that even small, overlooked spaces can ignite profound potential. Freeman's early exposure to acting marked the beginning of a lifelong pursuit that would require patience, sacrifice, and unwavering dedication. Service and self-discovery. As a young adult, Freeman joined the Air Force, seeking a practical path and structure that life had often denied him. He trained diligently and fulfilled expectations, yet deep down, he felt he was living someone else's story. The dream he had tried to bury, acting, continued to call him. Eventually, he made a bold choice, leaving a stable military career to follow a path that few would understand or support. This decision reflected both courage and conviction, revealing a refusal to surrender his vision of life. Freeman's early adulthood was a period of self-discovery, during which he confronted the tension between security and aspiration. Walking away from certainty required immense resilience and belief in the intangible, yet it set the stage for the defining pursuit of his life. This choice illustrates the essence of his character, a man willing to embrace uncertainty and endure hardship for the sake of authenticity and purpose. Early struggles in Hollywood. Returning to the acting world, Freeman confronted harsh realities. Hollywood did not open doors easily, and he spent years performing in small theaters and low-paying roles, often struggling to meet basic needs. Casting directors overlooked him, citing age, temperament, or simply his uniqueness. Rejection became routine, but he persisted, not for fame, but for love of the craft. Acting was not merely a profession. It was the language through which he expressed himself, a space where he felt truly alive. Every overlooked audition and modest paycheck reinforced patience and resilience. Freeman's early career demonstrates that talent alone does not guarantee recognition. Endurance and commitment are equally vital. These formative struggles were not wasted. They cultivated depth, observation, and authenticity, laying the groundwork for a presence that would later command attention in a world unprepared for his distinctive artistry. Observing, learning, and enduring Freeman's years of hardship were also years of learning. Every audition, performance, and rejection offered insight into human behavior, emotional nuance, and the subtleties of storytelling. His craft was sharpened by patience and attentiveness as he absorbed lessons from both life and art. Poverty, societal limitations, and repeated setbacks became tools rather than obstacles, deepening his understanding of character and motivation. By observing the world with care and enduring its challenges, Freeman developed the presence, gravitas, and authenticity that would define his later roles. His artistry was built not on ease, but on experience, reflecting a lifetime of attention, reflection, and persistence. Freeman's journey during this period exemplifies how adversity, rather than diminishing potential, can enhance skill and emotional intelligence, preparing the way for eventual recognition. Rediscovering the dream. Even into his 30s and 40s, Freeman remained largely unrecognized by Hollywood, yet he refused to abandon his dream. While peers pursued conventional stability, homes, families, and secure careers, he navigated small apartments, minimal pay, and professional uncertainty. Doubts were inevitable. What if it never works out? Yet quitting was never an option. Acting was essential to his identity, and he cultivated patience and perseverance as guiding principles. The dream that had begun in Mississippi sustained him, growing quietly even as external circumstances tested his resolve. Freeman's persistence during these decades demonstrates the power of long-term commitment. It reminds us that personal fulfillment and professional success often require enduring uncertainty, embracing incremental progress, and refusing to relinquish one's core passions, no matter how delayed recognition may be. Late blooming success. It was not until his 50s that Freeman achieved widespread acclaim, with landmark roles in films such as Driving Miss Daisy, Glory, and Lean on Me. Success was long delayed, but it arrived as the culmination of decades of preparation, struggle, and refinement. His rise was not meteoric. It was a product of sustained excellence and unwavering commitment. Freeman's late-blooming stardom exemplifies the truth that talent combined with patience eventually prevails. The journey required enduring financial insecurity, repeated rejection, and societal limitations. Success came as validation, but not relief. Freeman's story illustrates that perseverance can produce extraordinary outcomes, even when recognition is delayed, proving that consistency, integrity, and quiet determination often matter more than early acclaim. The true legacy. Morgan Freeman's legacy is more than the films he starred in or the awards he received. It lies in the example he sets for pursuing dreams against the odds. His life shows that success is not linear, that recognition can arrive late, and that perseverance often outweighs raw talent. Freeman's story reveals that struggles deepen worth, shape character, and create a foundation for lasting impact. By holding fast to his ambitions despite rejection and hardship, he became more than an actor. He became a symbol of endurance, patience, and the transformative power of resilience. His journey illustrates that true fulfillment comes from commitment to one's vision and from cultivating excellence through adversity. Freeman's life teaches that perseverance is not just a trait, but a lifelong practice that can turn deferred dreams into extraordinary reality. Conclusion: inspiration and endurance. Morgan Freeman's life is a testament to resilience, patience, and the power of perseverance. From childhood in Mississippi to late-blooming stardom, he faced rejection, financial insecurity, and societal limitations. Yet he never abandoned his dream, continually refining his craft, learning from hardship, and nurturing hope. His journey demonstrates that greatness is not only measured by recognition, but by the courage to endure and the commitment to authenticity. Freeman's story reminds us that success can arrive late, that struggle strengthens character, and that perseverance creates lasting impact. At 88, he remains an emblem of wisdom, talent, and human resilience, a man who turned adversity into art and whose legacy inspires not because life was easy, but because he refused to stop striving, believing in his dreams against all odds.